I am what I deem a lifelong petrolhead. I've pretty much been really into cars since uni, and prior to that, I was a big fan of cars, but not as knowledgeable. I remember the days before YouTube. I remember going on to Google and searching for track day videos for Lotus Elises. Um, so that would have been about 2001 when I was at uni. So I want to say Jimbo Cam. I think that was the guy, the website. Basically, it's just a website where you could download footage of various cars on track days. Way before YouTube. Crikey, I even did sort of YouTube type videos well before YouTube. I was quite heavily involved in the early days of VMAX, which is now owned by Auto Vivendi. So I used to go along to those events. I used to do videos. I used to upload them. I remember putting some footage up of Gumball and Kim.com, the quite infamous sort of petrolhead. He shared some links, and basically I blew through my month's bandwidth in a like overnight. So I've been involved and around cars all my life. Um, then, if you want to sort of fast forward a bit, a couple of years ago we bought a Porsche Boxster, and really liked that car. Um, and at the time we had a Nissan Qashqai. We were then in a position of changing our family car. Um, I have a tech background, so Tesla have obviously been on my radar for a long time as well. I've actually got the Evo magazine where I first read Harry Metcalf's first drive of a Tesla Roadster, the original one. And then they also had a story about what Elon was doing with the Model S. So I've been interested in Tesla a long time, but when I bought the Tesla, we weren't, really into electric cars. We were obviously aware of the environment and very careful about things. We recycled as much as we could, but we weren't driving around in a petrol car feeling guilty. It was just the way of transport. We had no idea that there was a better option. So when we test drove the Tesla, we managed to get a back-to-back test drive in the S and the X, and went out with our salesman Tom, and he sat in the back and just caught up on emails and just let Kate and me drive the car as much as we wanted. It was brilliant. We just drove it around and giggled and thought, this is amazing. This is exactly what we wanted. It was the S that was kind of always my dream Tesla. So we went away going, oh, gotta get one. Really gotta get one. But at the time, obviously, like I say, I was a petrolhead. So I we actually left Tesla and drove to Porsche Silverstone because the Boxster was actually in getting some work done on it, and we were sat in the waiting area, and I saw a Tesla Model S rock up, and this guy got out, and I actually went up to him and said, "Oh, how are you liking the Model S?" And he said, "Oh, they're awful. I've got a Model X, and it's always going wrong. It's been in Leeds for 8 weeks now. We've got this as a loan car. I hate them. Blah blah blah." Okay, and I just looked at each other and went, "Oh, what have we done? We want one of these, but oh." But then we thought, okay, every manufacturer has its bad cars, so we still went ahead. We bought the Tesla, or Tesla. I'm gonna get some troll in my comments telling me that I'm pronouncing it wrong now. And yeah, absolutely love the car. And at the time, we had the Tesla and we had the Porsche Boxster alongside each other, and it was actually the Boxster became a car that we just didn't use as much. We found that we were just enjoying driving the electric car even more, which was really surprising. We didn't expect that. So eventually the Boxster was sold. We had a little Fiesta as a runaround, that was sold, and we bought the BMW i3. So we're now a fully electric family. So let's go back even to when we bought the car. At the time, Tesla were doing this amazing referral scheme. And I said to Kay, I was like, oh, this is really cool, because we've done some research and we found, most of the, the UK bloggers, and we found a lot of the American content. But we never really found anyone who I'd class as, a die-hard petrolhead. So I said to Kate, why don't we do something with this? And maybe, just maybe, I can help 50 or 55 people buy a Tesla. And, we can get a free roadster. So we sort of set up the idea back then of launching this channel. And just kind of didn't do anything with it. It then came to the start of 2019, and I said to Kate, I was like, okay, come on. Everyone tells me that there's, this is a massive growth market, it could be really interesting. If nothing else, it gives me an opportunity to drive more cars. So let's do it. Let's go for it. So, by that point, Electric Petrolhead as a brand, I'd already got the domain name and everything else, so we went with it because fundamentally I'm still a petrolhead, but I now drive electric cars. So I don't think, like, the term petrolhead was always just the same if you drove diesels, if petrolhead to me is just someone who loves cars. It doesn't have to be petrol powered, it can be anything. It's just someone who enjoys driving, takes pleasure in the journey, not just getting to the end destination, and just likes the mechanics, and appreciating an electric car. The mechanics are a lot simpler than an internal combustion engine, but at the same time there's a real element of technology there which can only be seen as fascinating. So yeah, I went with the name, and I still think it's great. And if it makes people laugh and they go, oh, why are you electric petrolhead? No, I just sort of laugh and go, okay, I'll probably just send them the links to this video now, probably be easier. So yeah, that's why this channel exists. I've been a bit quieter over the summer just because we've had our daughters at home, obviously summer holidays. They're starting to go back to school at the moment, so I'm going to start pumping out some more content. So please subscribe and just let me know if I can help you. I'm not going to get a roadster for free anymore, but if I can help more people get into electric cars, we all benefit. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you drop me a little like, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye bye.